Hey Hillary, it's going to be Christmas soon. I guess maybe if you're talking to me after, we'll have maybe a get together. I was just thinking of Basil, your rabbit, and you always wanted animals, and I was like, I gotta know. I had James and Morgan and the horses, and I had to say yes to the bunny. I said, okay, go ahead. I did not want an in-house bunny because they chew on cords, and it would be dangerous for the bunny. Um, But then I felt so bad. I was like, that bunny sits out there in the barn day in, day out and doesn't have any attention. And I just felt so bad for the bunny. And finally you said, yeah, let's sell it. Let's get another home. I think we only got it out a couple times to play with it. You utilize beauty to learn a lot of stuff. Confidence building. A lot of confidence building for you, my dear. Horse judging, same way. Public speaking. That's a lot of accomplishment for a child, what you did. And, Beauty was a great little horse. You did fine on her. You didn't like to jump, but that's okay. She would just take you around. And then you wanted an Arabian. And I hated Arabians. I just know. I'd never had one, but I knew what they were like. They're just so sensitive. And I just didn't feel like I was capable of handling one safely. But you were good. I mean, you knew how to handle horses. So we went ahead and got an Arabian. And I put it on the credit card. We really couldn't afford that horse, but I was like, she wants it, let's get it for her. And I thought it was a lesson you needed to learn. So you got it, and you know what happened. I don't know if you threw you or you fell off a couple times. And it's pretty high up. It's a lot higher up than Beauty. And he stepped on you. And then we took her out to a dressage barn, and I gave her to Leslie. But Leslie couldn't do anything with him either. She gave him away. I don't know what happened to him. I don't really care. I didn't like that horse that much. Heartbreaking about Beauty and Thomas and the divorce. To me it was. I'm sure it was to you too. But, Matt, you have to, it's not just me. There's a whole bunch of people interfering here. And you just can't listen to my dad. He's crazy. Oh my God, Hillary, do you know all the crazy stuff he's done, like dating my brother's girlfriend's mother and living at the house where Nana is? And Nana's not happy. It was heart-wrenching for me as a child to see him going out the door to go see his girlfriend. It's horrible. It was just like the end of the universe, really, for him to do that. Well, Jerry had his problems. Tim had his problems. I'm sure Matt has some problems. Hopefully you guys can work on, hopefully in therapy. You know what, I'm hoping it. The one thing that I think you need to discuss is I have bipolar. That's really enough to have issue when you're sick. When you're sick on medicine that's difficult and therapy and trying to put your feet on the ground with a mental illness called bipolar. I'm not borderline. I'm not pushing people away to test whether or not they love me. I know right now you do love me, but I also know you're having some struggles with that. And one thing that you need to work on is boundaries. Like, if you didn't want me to come over that day with the computer, you didn't have to let me. I'm a big girl. I'll figure something out. You can say, no, it's not, Mom, I have to be with my kids today. I'm sorry, I can't help you. And that's fine, but getting me over there and then screaming at me and grabbing my wrist like you could control me, I just sat there. I was okay, fine. And then you drop me off and don't even give me a ride home. I have to call an Uber. I think that was an overreaction. But that's for you to solve. I mean, that's your deal. That's who you are. I'm getting ready to go into some really, really great times building my company with my show at 1708. And all the weirdness and the strange thing, that's coming from Jennifer. I mean, she has to fit in a certain box to be that person that Dad wanted her to be. I don't. I can wear purple lipstick. I can wear blue lipstick. I can dye my hair purple, and do my cheeks like The Cure and Love Cats. And I did that for a show. I can scream at somebody if I want to, not with kids, if they're with a child. But if somebody's being really ugly to me, I'll say, fuck you, and you can get all wrapped up in it on the internet, but Just talk to me. Get your therapist to talk to me. Yeah, why don't you just go read through Facebook and see what's real and what's not real? You're lucky, with all my errors and mistakes, and you came out pretty good. You didn't have an eating disorder that was so bad that you almost died, like I did and my parents did, and I had to testify against my mother. And for that, Dad gave me nothing. I saved his ass. He was going to lose the farm to my mother, and I went to court and I said, "No, I love my daddy. Daddy's good." That's just because I was a kid. And now Dad is taking all that money and lost it because he's mentally ill. I would think within the next 6 months or a year, things are going to solidify for World Preschool. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be like Liam Gallagher, Noel Gallagher says. When I give you videos about music, do you think I'm really harassing you, or am I just trying to entertain you? Don't be so mean to me, Hillary. I love you.